I got your plan open in my copy of Home Designer Pro 2019. And one of the things I noticed about your post was you didn't say what software you're using. So I don't know whether I can share this file with you after I get done or not. Thereby, I assume this object here is a parking lot. Let's see. Well, it's a feature. Okay, fine. What I would do, because I have no idea exactly what you're interested in doing, but I'm going to reshape this so that it doesn't look so unfinished as it currently does. Put that over there. I'm using the break line tool and just reshaping this polyline feature. Should be relatively straightforwardly understood what I'm doing. I tend to concentrate on one problem at a time and try not to be distracted by other things that are noticed or that come up. You got some trucks over here with no terrain plane underneath them, so I'm going to include those just because of my own aesthetic sense. I assume this is a terrain plane. Yeah, it is. Okay, so I'm going to extend it over there. Doesn't need to extend under the, well, it doesn't matter. We can include the building or not include the building. Seems to me it would make more sense to include everything than exclude parts. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go just kind of catch you up visually on what I've done. You know, we have parking lot here, which looks a bit more finished. And I usually set the terrain to the lowest point on the building. I'm just going to put a door over here for that purpose. So I put a door there, and it's way above ground. Then that may or may not be true for your situation. But I'm going to say commonly most buildings are 6-7 inches below grade. So I'm going to open the terrain plane and not go with the automatic, but just set it arbitrarily to 7 inches. That's 7 inches below the floor zero of the building. So we get a better a better match here. So when it rains, water's not going to run inside the building, but you know, it's going to be a little bit higher for storage purposes. And we probably we want this to be a green area here around this curb, I would assume, like over here. But see, what I did was I went around that green area and excluded it. So what I'm going to do here, there's different things I can do, but I'm going to draw a polyline here. And I'm going to convert it to a feature. Yeah. And I want this feature to be 1 inch high when it's thick. Materials, I'm going to set it to grass instead of concrete. Grass, no, not glass. Grass. Where's grass? There it is, grass 7. And let's see. I wanted to clip the overlay. Well, let's just see how that works. Go back to the overview. Yeah, okay, that's the effect I wanted. So then we'll take this and we'll just fill that polyline in. Dadgummit. Hold still. There you go. And I tend to make things look easy because I've been using the software for 25 years. It's not particularly easy, but after you've done it successfully dozens or countless numbers of times, well, then it is easy. Make the curve out of that. I'll make a curve out of this. Better fill that in. I just want to overlap the curb object. A little bit too much here, so I'm going to put a break there so I can control that. There we go. And same thing on this end. Excuse me. Sometimes I'll do something a slightly different way just for fun. Because after a while, you know there's more than one way to get something done, and you just do it slightly differently because it makes it more interesting. Okay, that's good enough. Take that and curve that with the curve tool. That's probably good enough. Let's check it in an overview. Yeah. Now this concrete here is too high. Unless we're going to build a ramp up to it, and I don't see any point in doing that. So I'm going to open the dialog box of the slab and lower the floor. Looks like I need to lower it so it matches the terrain, about 5 inches. So we'll put in -6 and see what that looks like and evaluate the change. Now that's too much. I don't want the tarmac to show. I want the concrete to show. So I'm going to go back to the structure tab, make it -4. Okay, now we need some supports for this roof here. And you can't do that from the roof dialog box. So I'm going to go over here to the walls and shift select those and open them so we get a dialog box for all 3 walls. I want them visible, and I'm going to make them railing walls. I'm going to go to the rail style tab and tell it I want them open, and I want no half post at the wall. I want post to a beam, and I don't want any rail stuff, so I'm going to uncheck these 3. Now I'm going to go to newels and balusters. I want these to at least to be emulate 4x4 posts, so we'll make them 3.5 inches thick. The newels, that is. And of course, balusters are grayed out because I've turned those off. Now, the only bad part, you can't see where the posts are in plan view. I'm going to go back to the overview. And we probably have posts in the middle of the driveway. Yeah, see over here? So the way you handle that is you open it, this wall and this wall. And we can take a look at, okay, I'm going to go over to newels and balusters. And there's a setting here for spacing on the newel posts. Excuse me. I'm going to set the spacing up to a large figure. Then hit the tab key, you'll see the interior post disappear. So now we don't have an obstruction on our drive in, drive out. Yeah, like that. And you can set these, like these posts here, if you wanted to, you could go over to, let's see, newels. Yeah, see here under newel, you can go to the library. Instead of just using a simple square or a round object there, you could go over there and go to library millwork, columns, and use something more substantial looking. And there's your choices. I want to go to basic. There's a square one there that I think's probably nicer looking. And I'm going to set this with a column. We'll go 12 inch. And I'm going to change the spacing to 20 feet, 240 inches. And you can, yeah, that looks nice. And okay, we'll take the eyedropper and make the beam. Whoops, I used the wrong setting there. Try that again. This creates a new material, this tool here, so I'm going to not use that and just use this one and copy straight over the material. This so that the beams are the same color as the columns. There we go. We got one more to go. Oh, I missed that one. Okay, so I have to do this. I have to do this wall also because this one wall didn't fix it all. Okay, no big deal. Go to newels and balusters. Set that to 12. Library, millwork, columns, basic, square. And then let's see, I want, let's see, that's, what does that say? I can't read it. Bright, okay. I want these mahogany things to be bright. Color bright, there we go. And I think that pretty much addresses your question. It's not complicated and it's not hard to do. And there's nothing tough about the program. The reason most people, let me read your own words here. You said like, the online guide says it's simple as using room dividers to create, you know, and it is simple once you understand it. But after you've studied it, after you've practiced with the material and the software, and you've failed and you've had some successes, then it becomes easy. But not initially. Everything, this is very frustrating because I can't create a room open below without a lower, I'm not quite, see, I read all this and then it didn't make any sense to me. I'm sorry. But what does make sense to me is that unfamiliarity with the program, you assign it as the cause of the problem instead of yourself. And it's always you that's the problem, not the software. The software works. And in competent hands, it works all the time. And your job is to become competent from your current situation of being incompetent. I don't mean that as any kind of slur. It's just a fact. When I started using this software, I was stupid about it. And it took me years to learn and get competent. And it's completely worth doing. But it's something that you're responsible for and that you do. Okay? I hope this video helps you, and don't put too much attention on my chiding of you and so forth. I'm trying to point out facts, and facts that'll help you, okay? Thanks for watching. Hope this helps you.